We're good to stream this, right?
Yep, if you want to be a part of the multi-Twitch, give me your thingy.
Okay, I'll just send it to you real quick.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Solid copy.
5, 6. Seven, 8.
Copy. Solid copy. Wilco. Roger.
9, 10.
On the way.
11, 12. 13, 14. 15, 16.
Roger.
17, 18.
Copy that.
19, 20. $21. 22.
That moment you're looking for about a year's worth of automotive receipts in your filing cabinet. You can't seem to find it.
Oof.
I have to go and make a claim to the guys who
24.
changed my oil. They replaced my plug because it was getting rusted and whatever. But what they did instead is they put like a vacuum seal plug on it that doesn't fit properly. So it's been leaking oil like crazy. And when I took my car to the mechanic the other day to fix the timing belt and the serpentine belt, apparently he said like it made a massive mess all over the floor. It was leaking like a sieve. So
32.
the oil changed in place. Owes me about $100.
CAC.
So I need to find the receipts to prove that they were the ones that screwed it up. I can't find them. The overall cost of everything cost $950.
40.
And so any money I can get out of it is good.
Yeah. Excuse me. All right, that works. Pass this up, guys. You can start joining if you want. Now, was it you that I still... Yeah, you have the wrong radio, that's why. Ah! Beep, beep. Let me go and disable TFAR so it stops moving me. Oh, the marksman radio is still on, so there's a box filled with radios on the spawn, so just grab those. Let's see. Let's grab one of the start boxes, move that over here. And as they join in, I'll work on the next operation, give or take.
Liru, you might know the answer to this. The other day I was trying to see if there was like a script or something to raise the sea level on like different maps and whatever, so I could like flood portions of the map. Do you know if there's any that exist?
Yes, it's a mod, though.
Oh.
But you might be able to reverse engineer it into a script, but I know it exists. I just have never touched it before. Yeah.
That
I
makes me
fucked up.
sad, because I don't want to use a mod, but
Yeah.
then again, if I end up just using like a full script that's just torn from a mod itself, that also might not turn out working out very well.
Caleb, you just connected with some UK 3CB stuff.
So I launched the GRAW mod set, but I forgot that UE was removed. I have to click back
I mean,
in
you can still join in with UE. I've got something going for it not to kick you from the server. Speaking of which, Caleb, you had like UK 3CB stuff on. So, not sure if you loaded the right mod set.
Can join without UE?
Yeah, you can join with or without it. It's fine.
The UE guys.
Yeah, he's holding the mod for ransom again. We're just not gonna. We're probably just gonna completely phase it out at this point.
It's already back in.
Hmm?
The local upload. Local upload?
I don't know, cause
Dang,
he
who
did
you
the
have?
PBO check thing and he found Homebrew's localized copy and got it taken down or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, but you it's still on your computer. You just need to find it and rename it.
Yeah, but
And do it via local mod.
it's not really worth all that extra work. Let's be honest.
That's a shame.
On the way. Copy.
Some people be
On the
like
way.
that.
Understood.
Yeah.
Roger. On the way. Welcome. On the way. Copy. On the way. On the way.
So what's up, people? Wee Woo here. I'm just setting stuff up for the 3 missions. Pushed my thing back by 30 minutes because I needed to change a dependency because UE. One of the mods out there, the the host, or the, excuse me, not the host, the creator of it demands an exuberant amount of money, and always holds the keys hostage for his mod
On the way.
until he's
Roger.
paid a certain amount. So we're
You
deciding
really
to
streaming, Liru?
drop that mod. Yeah, because I streamed the setup. You got a problem with that?
No, I wanted this. I was in the call. Was confused. But normally you don't stream till you're in the game.
That's because I'm setting stuff up.
On the way.
So we're probably gonna drop that. We're also probably gonna drop
Let's see if it
Firewall
will show
since
this
it's
time.
still having weird signature mismatch issues. So I'll be taking care of that later today.
On the way. On the way.
Let's see.
Roger.
So we've got 3 missions planned, 2 practice and then the actual. Speaking of which, there is one more thing I forgot to set up in debug that I still want to set up.
Sprawy na rozkaz.
Yeah, this puppy.
On the way. Understood.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
One more 2-man
Solid copy.
just across there. Global AI settings. Let's do our classic 90, 35, 50, 50. And it's about 1204. Okay.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Arma time. Coming at you live from the bathroom floor with salmonella. Keep up the good vids.
Cap, I don't even want to know. Hope you're alright, man. Food poisoning is a bitch. I've had it multiple times in my life, but I hope the food was worth it. Unless it was that shitty food that you know you get poisoning from, which I've also had, which is, ugh. Nonetheless, hope you keep enjoying everything, man. I hope you get a kick out of this.
I'm checking for chemical weapons right now. Why is the front end so high textured?
That's
Because
because
it's
I
a
have to
soda
have a
can.
specific item there to do it. And actually, it's a can of tactical bacon.
I didn't even realize that was an interactable.
Yeah, it's because I'd go over it, but, you know, we're not on the server yet, so...
Face is not close enough.
We're looking for chemical weapons.
He tests it with his tongue. Just give it a little lick. It's like chemical weapons.
No. Run like
So they're already messing around with the... the little chemical weapons thing. So yeah, I had to put a little can in here to have this be the specific interaction site, because in the actual mission, the cut, that is the specific
delicious
one.
water.
That wasn't water. Oh, he's dead.
Oh no, and he's dead.
I'll take his place, don't worry.
It was poisonous water, I guess.
I mean, we give you all chemical strips to test, and you actually licked it, so... Yeah. That was a mistake.
Here, asbestos tastes like cotton candy. Yum, 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 yum,
Oh,
yum.
He didn't learn anything, did he?
Give us tongues. To use them.
say that again, but slower.
Asbestos tastes like cotton candy.
Ingredients.
Copy.
Pork.
On the way.
KA, it's Albestus, or I can't say it properly, but you know.
Mesothelioma.
Solid copy. On the way. Copy that.
We're gonna have an op where we are all civilians in cars, and we're gonna chase ambulances and try to convince people to sue. How about that?
We have an op where we're asbestos removal men, and we just go around removing asbestos.
I mean,
Guys, like 10 days later.
Yeah. We all just died.
On the way. On
Dude,
the
they
way.
made like blankets out of that shit. It's fucking scary.
They
Still
make
use it in
they
Russia.
fucking
Still
Yeah,
have
but
it.
what else are they gonna use? They can't afford
All gas mask
Like the
filters
fiber.
made
Hard
of blue
selenium.
asbestos
So no, there's Russian bias.
back in World War One, World War II.
Roger that. Roger.
Miracle material, and the only problem is that the
I thought you were dead, Ross.
Do you want to be?
I would remain
Do that and you'll kill us.
Oh, no. Asbestos. I mean, you know,
asbestos is a great fucking thing if no one's going to be around that area ever again.
Oh, it's that fucking skull.
Yeah.
It's the one where you have, like, it zooms in and you get the
You
ranging
can
out
use
of
it as
that.
one
Wilco.
part of a pieces of a filter for gas
On the way.
mask.
Copy. On the way. On the way.
the military game, can we not remove asbestos in peace?
Quite fine.
I'm not even gonna ask anymore. No, I need a colored one. Come on. I don't want a camoed one like that either.
That too.
Caleb was it Caleb last time who was fucking godlike with that thing?
Probably.
I'll climb up this ladder.
Nah,
What
it's
the fuck is Caleb connecting with? What the hell is Mad Roads, Mad Signs, Mad Lights, and UK 3CB Rushman?
Maybe his porn pack?
It's,
Maybe he's a mad lad.
Oh, it's tactical bacon.
it's tag back. That's what it says at least, I don't know.
Caleb spawned in yet? I want to yell at him.
Not yet.
It's our vegan alternative.
Stop moving.
Someone just ask what their vegan alternative is. I've got one for you, alright? You're holding it. Just turn it 180 degrees from in front of you to at you and pull that little trigger.
God, I can't wait.
Hey, Caleb. Caleb, buddy.
I think he's here.
No, hey.
No, he's behind me. Hey, Caleb.
Of shame.
Every marksman is compensating.
Caleb,
Can't
we
believe
want
it.
to.
And they're not really marksmen, they're AT at that point.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that he's now a Helen Keller deaf mute, but...
Fucking Holly just waving instead of punching him.
Caleb, you're still loading 3CB stuff, UK.
I'm loading 3CB factions.
No, you're... Guys, what was he? He had mad underscore something, mad underscore something.
Give me an actual screenshot.
And UK 3CB.
It was the mad build stuff for Regime.
Yep, so grab that HTML from the from Discord, reload that, follow the instructions in channel, because you're connecting with wrong stuff.
This guy needs to boost it.
Dabbed on.
Someone wants to send him a screenshot, feel free, but I'm building the ops, so...
Is that stuff from that Regime province? That's all that shit.
And that you get 6 shots?
Yeah.
Did you shoot 5 or 6? Do you feel lucky? Punk.
Do ya?
I mean, I get...
God, that's such a good
I'll give the brief in 4 minutes to give Caleb a fair chance to come back.
do enjoy we get special.
Yes, GRAW, Ghost
no
Recon
hole on the
Advanced
barrel.
Warfighter. One of, if not the best, Tom Clancy games.
Well,
I do believe this is
Before it went all open world and bullshitty.
it's a really, really small hole, but there is one.
It's a .22 caliber.
Yeah, exactly. I hope they bring it back in a remaster,
No, but with the small hole.
because I would play the
It's
shit
like one
out of
those,
that.
German squeeze guns, if
Excuse
you've ever
me.
heard of them. Put in a 28
Squeeze
millimeter round. Yeah, it was a German gun during World War II, mounted on light vehicles, and you put in a 28 millimeter round. By the time it reached the end of the barrel, it was 20 millimeters. I don't know how it worked, but apparently it did. It was
Didn't
very
it
good
like
at
just
penetrating.
trap all the gases so it fucking shrunk the pellets?
Don't imagine it'd be very reliable, but it was in, War Thunder.
I mean, it sounds like a great way to explode
In
your
World War
fucking
II, there
bullets.
were barrels which shot around the corner. They weren't exactly
We still
known
have
for
yeah,
their
the
have those for Vietnam.
functioning AIDs.
Their life was 90 rounds.
We
Only
have a
90
whole
rounds.
Copy that.
design around crazy.
You need those
That-
fucking gun logic.
Nowadays, but not the
They
first
didn't even-
designs. Did you see them?
Did not even.
I just had civvies
came
there to
out,
mark
like,
the
broken
exact places,
fragments.
because I gotta add intel to
Yeah,
each one of those.
Didn't even work.
It was a
I had to
shotgun
test that
with
each one
72
worked.
bullets.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 5 or whatever the STG was?
Yeah, whatever that was,
545,
but there was
yeah.
a 762 variant as well.
The STG 545.
I can't remember. It was something weird.
Welcome!
Why did the Germans make the 7.62 variant?
Well, it's
series
respawn
be
point, but yeah,
7.92?
like,
Because they fucking hated the weapons.
The SDG
Solid copy.
Besides
was
the weapons.
762 by 33, 792 by 33.
It wasn't dead.
Nah, just a shortened Mauser.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's what they used in the 762 pistols.
Krummlauf
Jesus
als
fuck.
barrel. Oder Sturmgewehr for the Feuer.
That's for the checkpoints,
That means
and then I
the
need
BSA
the Grenadier Fire Team, which
And it fucking
is
snaps
that one.
the barrels that get too hot after constant fire.
Up top.
But you need to constantly fire it to get a
There we go.
fucking accurate bullet.
Copy.
Oh god.
On the way.
When you issue your rifles without self-cleaning kits in the middle
It could,
of the jungle.
it could achieve a 35 centimeter by 35 centimeter grouping at 100 meters.
That's fucking terrible.
A battle which shoots around corners, not so much.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Just need one of the clock modification things where it's like an iPhone stuck to a DS case and it goes around corners. You just fold the front bit, you don't even have to worry about it.
Isn't there a USB one? Those.
I think they made a bunch of them for the US
I think.
military.
Alright, it's 12:15. Let's get this show on the road. So, a few things to note. Again, we're going to play this like we did last week. We're going to do an elimination. This time, instead of 20, there's 40 enemies, and it's a bit longer. Then we're going to do a test op pertaining to what you're actually going to be doing in the AO, and then you're going to be doing the actual mission. So, for this one, standard rules, guys. If you weren't here last week, here's how everything works. Everyone goes on 5-0. That's really just for the main mission. That's so I can listen in, hear if there's any debug, blah, blah, blah. But also in the main mission, I give little cinematic cues and shit based off of what's gone on, so you're all on the same page. Number 2, there are 2 different types of boxes in the AO. The first one is a big cargo box. You get that at spawn. That contains drone terminals and a darter drone. Every mission you play in GRAW 2, you're allowed to use a drone to scout out for you. So one of you can do that, or you cannot use it. I've done missions where we've never used it before, and I did missions where we heavily relied on it. Well, Andrewsa forgot to do the instructions. That's big oof for him. Anyway. The second type of box is a green box. Those are resupplies. They're not given in eliminations, but they're given in the mission test and the actual missions. They're meant to have a 1 to 2 person resupply thing.
I will.
Wow, you got in and Ace didn't kick you, but I will, so I'm sorry. Andrewsa, you still have ASEX on.
That's impossible.
Server doesn't lie.
I have a look quickly.
Yeah, am I blind? Did I not see that pop up on the bottom left, or did everyone else see it? Okay.
I'm gonna scroll up quickly. Glitch. I'm running your
Hey, Mel.
specific one. It is running. Oh.
There's Ace kicking in. Moshi Moshi Droidica Galapaltis. Fuck's sake. What an intro. As I was saying, you should have enough ammo to do the entire mission without resupply, but if you're being willy-nilly with something like the Grenadier kit, that resupply is there so you and one other person in your class can get the ammo back. Other rules, there's no getting into vehicles. All vehicles are locked, and if they aren't, just please don't get in them, because that wasn't a feature in GRAW 2. Otherwise, medical is the vanilla default, so if you get shot, you'll be in a downed animation, someone has to walk up to you and heal you. Unlike GRAW, you'll be put up back to full health instead of one shot more will kill you, so there's nothing I can do about that, but you can get double tapped and executed in that animation, so, you know, don't run off on your own and be stupid. Is there any questions for me? Alright, let's get started with the first one. Boop. Oh yeah, and these are one life until the next one, so have fun.
Straight down this road then, lads.
Good check. Good check. Good check.
Good check. That's fucking loud, holy shit.
Alright, first mission, real simple, 40-person elimination, Strun across. 2 things to note. I do have a Gutnik driving around with a 50 cal. I've got 2 statics in defensive positions. I've got an off-road over here, and I got 2 marksmen. 1 over here, and 1 there. The rest are your standard lackeys with AKs, G36Ks mainly. I would say it's mostly G36Ks, because that was the default weapon. You sometimes find some AKs, especially the gunners have the AK drums, and then they also have the C-mags with a different gun. Even though that one's a 7.62, I wasn't able to find that in the in our mod set, so I'm using a 5.56 SPAR 16 with C-mags. And then they also have the HK 416 as a grenadier rifle, which is rare among the fire teams, but you still have a few here and there. And then marksmen have SVDs, so.
I'm looking down the main road and I don't see anyone right now.
Marksman will set up on the rocks in the cemetery.
So we'll see how things are going.
I see some guys in the port.
Ooh, I'm LG. Welcome to your first one live. Yep.
Are we supposed to be a recruit?
Yep.
We aren't.
Oh. Well, shit. Guess we're going now. So normally, GRAW, you have third person. I have recruit difficulty on.
We got guys still shooting at you.
That's why we do the test missions before we do the actual. But I'll let them vote after this mission if they want recruit difficulty or we go back to regular. Honestly, that might be a good balance for the sake of they only have,
next set of contacts
like they can full heal themselves on the ground, but I'll let them choose. I got time anyway.
Are there any contacts inside the cargo container areas?
Looking now, I don't see anything unless I hit and leave some of them.
Bruce just got sniped.
All contacts straight down the main road.
They're trying to spray him down. So I think these guys are shooting all the way at these guys down here. There's the Gupnik down there.
We got a Barnick west.
Yeah, that's the other gunner
Well, it's got
weapon.
an auto cannon. It's heading southwest of the road.
They always think that has an autocannon on it. It never does. The autocannon system has a much longer, Oh shit, Slushy just got insta-tap. He went up on his own.
North southeast of you on the hill, look out for fire.
Never want to push alone, because that can happen. And you have these two guys back here. I guess providing overwatch with Mark 14s and that M107, but they're already kind of funneling in.
Church.
Come on, we're on a 7s, down kit.
Yeah, so the 107
No, we
or
can't see it from
Grenadier rounds for
from-
HEDP are going to need to go into
Still on
that.
cemetery.
It'll stop once it takes actual contact. But what I do like about the AI is even though we just had that gunfight, we still have these guys on patrol. That was another thing about GRAW. You could engage one cell of units, and all the other cells wouldn't aggro. You got paid more than you were expecting. That's always good, man.
Very, very large, like, grain silos.
It's always fun when you're on YouTube and Twitch and you make a little more money than you expected. And it hurts when you make a little less money than you expected. Because we all got bills to pay. We got our own mouths to feed, and maybe others.
Outcast pushing into the warehouse on the port.
In this world for free. So yeah, that Gupnik circled a few times in their line of sight, so I think they've
Warehouse is clear.
figured things out. But they need a rally here.
Port is clear.
Prozzy and Undead might go around and try to get some elevation. That could help them out.
One more content to your west outcast.
Vodnik's pulling onto their mine in the southwest of the warehouse.
Copy.
Rich, you gotta be
Fall
careful.
back slightly. We're slightly overextended.
Rich is... He has to hear that Vic coming around. Now, it's not gonna be an
Vehicle of
aggro
some sort.
distance.
Oh, there's a armored vehicle traveling southwest.
Rich, you were told to pull back, man.
Well, that's friendly. I apologize.
Oh,
Good thing you're a bad shot. I was more like just spraying.
now you're going in the... Oh, okay,
I'm
he's
gonna get up
pulling
on
right
some
now.
of the routes, see if I can.
This might get messy. Looks like Prozzy and Undead are deciding that is a bad position to see stuff from, and they're moving around.
Marksmen are moving up to the wet building.
Yep, so he is aggroed.
Nick pulled up on us. Watch south.
Rich looks like he got armored on the stairs or something. Now, it's important to know this distinction if you're ever using vanilla system. This full heal option will actually heal them when they're in that down state. It also ace heals. This one is your ace heal. That also heals vehicles and stuff. That one only heals infantry. Food for thought. Oh, you're gonna be in front of it.
Vodnik's on the mine in the south and towards you.
Vodnik is heading off to the north side by the port.
Gunner's still up.
Hey, and I got armored by the ladder.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why I'm on your net.
Vodnik's destroyed.
Yeah, if the crew bail out, I just blow it up, because sometimes the script I use to lock them in the vehicle doesn't work. It's Arma. It
To the
happens.
south of that Vodnik at the church, there's at least 4 infantry at the church graveyard. Plus another 3
No,
to its
I didn't see it
southeast.
that time, Caleb. You were good. There was no error pop-up that I saw. So, you're fine now.
Outcast down.
It just says you connected and give any issues. So, whatever you did, it worked. Outcast got shot. You got these guys firing from across the way now. So Stewie, he's staying low, trying to pick Outcast up. I'm gonna have these cells aggro. And then this guy, I'm gonna take down the stairs and have him aggro as well.
Copy that.
Because they're just gonna probably take the road. I had units up here in case marksmen wanted to run around to like this area, but they're staying way back. Holy Light gets shot by this dude.
The T intersection.
Contact still on the main road, moving north.
On the way.
Yeah, these guys shooting at the roof. The issue is AI doesn't see that smoke, so Outcast, it looks like he's exposed to them, so that's why they're still firing. Actually, no, I think they shot Rich. Never mind. I know with whatchamacallit, some of the mods we run, it extends that smoke, but not always. So Holy might bleed out. There goes my marksman. Rich being brought back up. Yeah, these two are being a bit useless. GRAW isn't a game that's meant for, whatchamacallit, long-range engagements. It's more like, at best, at biggest, I want to say 50 to 100 meter engagements. Hence why stamina's really high, and,
Yeah, there's one guy above the docks, he's currently limping.
whatchamacallit is,
reloading, so.
Stamina's high and weapons away. I tried to lower it as much as I can. However, for the 107 kit, it's a bit tough. So Holy Light bleeds out.
He's down.
Outcast trying to get to him, but yeah, he's KIA at this point.
Yeah, I tried making it to him. I couldn't do it in time.
From what I can see, the church is clear, but there is, I believe, a couple of stragglers south of the church.
You said south?
Yeah, south and southwest.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Yep, so that group's patrolling. I'm having these guys pull back. I want to pull them over to right here, where I've got that next turret set up. Yeah, I'd recommend you put Arma 3 on an SSD, because it boots so much quicker than an HDD. And even then, the full boot for Arma 3 still takes a good, like, 20 seconds. On an HDD, it sometimes takes Andrews a few minutes. But that's for base Arma. A mod like Starship Trooper or Star Wars Opposition, those still, or Mass Effect even, those can take, especially with some mods I know some communities use, for an SSD, those still take, like, up to 2 minutes to boot, and I hate it. Thankfully, we don't have any of that in TSB, but other communities I've seen, it's an absolute pain in the ass. So I got this 50 tucked away. I want to see if it actually dicks someone. But you can see the little shadow right there. That's the little giveaway. So Stewie and Rich probably took him out. Otherwise, now it's going to be pretty even fights. The only things that might get a few people are the 50 cal quick firing weapons. Outcast gets dunked by, I think that was the 416, yep. So, considering all of these players, here's what they have in their kits. They got their primary weapon, which varies. They have a secondary weapon, which is an M9 Beretta. They have grenades, 4 to 6, and they got smoke grenades, 4 to 6. So I will admit, you rarely saw smoke grenades and frag grenades used in GRAW, like only in emergency situations, like you had like 5 guys here and you were pinned down and had 1 or 2 down dudes here. Then you'd see the grenade spam, but even then, it was rare because you'd have to switch to it.
I'm not sure if you just saw what happened on my screen, but I got dragged and put into the upright position, but still needed to be healed.
Hey, firm.
We were still able to heal me, but just a heads up on that.
Hey, firm. Did you hear that? He was gonna yell "fuck man down" for one of his guys, but he just yelled the F word and immediately got shot.
If we cleared anywhere by the church
Anyway,
at all,
Russ looks like he got shot.
Me and Rich walked past the church, didn't see anywhere near that.
I'll tell you, marksman's actually north of the church, so if you see anyone, get them out.
They're still lagging behind. So you gotta consider we got a 6-man main force right here, 2 more in the back, so they still had 8 guys. So they dropped that 50 before I can have any fun with it.
To your northwest, well, I'm gonna light burst shooting at you.
Rich gets tapped.
Target down.
And they tap that guy. Yeah, it is Tuesday and there is Tins out today. I'm gonna try to make that.
Your north close side is clear, but there are enemies down the road to the
No
west.
teammate down messages? Nah.
At least 5 times enemy and a
I don't think there's a way for you to do that without scripting. So Outcast gets on the gun, turns it.
Hi, do you want turrets to also count as vehicles you don't want us to get in?
No, you can get in turrets. My bad for not clarifying.
Okay.
That is a feature in GRAW. So I'm not sure what happened with Russ, but I think he just got oofed. 10 to 15 minutes to boot. Hot damn. So Stewie, not looking right, doesn't notice that there's a guy right there. So really all we have left are 2, a pod of 2, a pod of 2, a pod of 4, a turret, and a 50 cal techie, which I might send at him. So I think they spotted the turret. And they aggroed it at a far range, and now it's firing at him. And they managed to drop him. Rex jumps down. It's like Stewie got shot. I'm gonna go ahead, run these down, send them to seek and destroy. They've got no cover right here. I gotta quickly drop those guys before they get dropped. This is, again, this is where a marksman would be really nice if they were just holding the rear.
Down that run by the gas station.
Understood.
Big Duncan gets double tapped. Rich gets shot. Iron's down back there. The marksmen are just taking too long. So Stewie's working on Rich.
I've got 2 over here by the gas station.
To be advised, that M2 Vic is moving. It's currently to your southwest of a dirt road.
Technical up the hill. West, southwest.
Just laying down to press 5 at the moment.
Again, this is where the marksman would be really useful if they weren't just chilling in the back. $7 days till freedom from the subscription. I'm gonna tell Modadix. It's gonna get you resubbed, Mox.
It's pushing towards you through the forest. East side of the dirt road.
There goes Stewie. Did you... Because it rammed itself and killed the gunner, which, yeah.
On the way.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sometimes if you ram an off-road into something and do enough damage to kill somebody, it also explodes because it just does damage. I think this guy's wounded. That or he's just, yeah, no, he's going slow, that's why. So, Outcast, they're bleeding out. And looks like the marksmen are finally... Alright, all 40 enemies have been eliminated. Respawn if you're still in the AO. That's the wrong one. Alright, so the only thing I'd say...
Why is there something on the ground?
So the only thing I'd say about that mission, guys, was the marksmen were way too far in the back. There were a lot of times where if they were, you know, on the rear of the force, then some of those long-range things, especially towards the end, such as the turret and the technical, wouldn't have been too much of an issue. Instead, they kind of decked everyone.
Yeah,
So,
when you full UAV operator.
so we have a choice here, guys. Because the server, I forgot to set it to recruit. So if you guys want, there are two things. We can either keep going, we can go immediately into the next mission, or we can restart the mission file. It'll take me about 10 minutes per mission to reset everything, but you can get third person. It'll be easier for you. But you have like 4 more dudes that have joined, so.
I already have third person.
Alright, one of you rat bastards lied to me. Anyway,
Hey, Iron, can you fix your mic so it doesn't sound like you're trying to walk through a transformer?
I did everything I could, so no.
Okay. No, I know what it is. It's because we don't have ASEX on, so you still get third person even though the server's set to custom. So I'm just gonna keep it because I don't want to reset because I'm worried about running into 10 slot. So here's the practice mission, guys. So first off, if you haven't already, this is what's called a hopper. It's for mission 2, the cut. It's all about checking these hoppers for chemical weapons. So because of how textures work in Arma, I've snuck a can of tactical bacon in each of these hoppers because you're supposed to interact with where the hopper faucet comes out to check if it's a chemical agent. Don't do what Outcast does and lick it, you will die. But digressing, you just hold space to check. It's a 12-second check. Or you can hit the enter key in case space is your enhanced movement key. And it will pop up for everybody. For the sake of the test mission, the one that you're going to be scanning is the chemical agent. So, yeah, it's just going to be the red spring surface mine. I'm going to teleport you all and then give a pop-up to say where the chemical agent is. You tag it, and then you index. Enemies are technically infinite, but they'll spawn in waves as the mission progresses. So keep that in mind.
Will the start point be considered safe so the UAV operator
Yeah, so there you'll always have the safe start point, but everything in that basically here to here is all hostile, so.
Cool.
This
I'll
is
be a dedicated UAV. I like UAVs. So
T4, 1 sec. The hopper, the thing that my where's my shows? No, this is actually so the tank itself is a rusting hopper.
So much fun you want to have.
I heard it tastes like blueberries on the center.
Alright, we all ready to go?
Yes.
Alright, stand by for mass TP.
Wait, hang on.
Too late. Let's see, check. Alright, mission is live. Feel free to start. I think because I'm set to invisible, it didn't teleport me. So I will quickly fix that. Zeus, because right now I'm set to civilian.
Can we engage?
It was live. Feel free to do whatever you want. Alright, and that's gonna start.
I have access to a VLS, by the way.
Yeah, don't touch that. That's for something later.
Okay.
That's for the cruise missile strike, but I'll just respawn it before we get in there.
Is everyone on 50?
Yep. Copy, copy.
Solid copy.
I'll start marking shit shortly, just hang on.
Wilco.
Alright, so I'm gonna bring in a truck of QRF every, like, 5-10 minutes. Yeah, because this guy should be on a patrol path around the actual mine area. But this is a perfect map for marksmen because they have a lot of good vantage points to give them really good control, both at longer ranges and decent marksman ranges. You know, just wee-woo trying to be nice.
What you shooting at, marksman?
People far away. There's a techie pushing in. Cool, where? I see it.
Techie coming in from the southeast.
Guess what? Disabled.
Gunner down. Yeah, it's down. I see a crate over on the south corner marked already.
I think that's our ammo box. Yeah, we have an ammo box every mission.
Yep, just marking shit. There's a 2XEI east, southeast of that wreck moving up the slope.
That crate is resupply, right?
That crate is resupply.
So we're still looking for those oil tanks, okay.
There is a single one marked on your map.
2XEI in the ditch moving northeast towards you guys, just beyond the tractor shed to your southwest.
On the way.
Down in that gully, you saw him. There you go.
Reinforcement just spawned in southwest.
Yep.
They weren't spawned, I brought them up by truck.
Eyes on the chemical bin.
Marksman got visual.
Oh, whoops, I kind of clipped that in there, I didn't even notice. Probably when I was lowering it, because the actual, if you notice, that's in the ground a bit, that's where the actual base of it comes by. I needed them to interact with that, which was like 3 people up.
Like
If you stack 3 people on top of each other.
Ural. Old Ural.
I'm gonna have those guys push the marksman. Oh, fuck! Just heard one M107 shot and both of them dropped. Hot damn. Rich gets shot, but he's on his own, so he's probably gonna bleed out.
There's one XEI moving up from the west end of the mine. Marked, she's moving northeast.
Alright, let's,
He's up on the slope.
He's marking
Yeah,
it.
I'm down. I just marked on the map. If somebody could come help me, that'd be appreciated.
Will go. Copy that.
Alright, why aren't you driving?
Solid copy. Roger. Copy. On the way. On the way.
Gonna give it another minute or 2. Actually, no, I'm gonna send it now based off of where things are, but I'm gonna put it here.
Vehicle coming in. Southwest road from the town looks like a Vodnik. Vodnik is entering the line. Crossing into the dirt road.
Not anymore.
Good hit. Deep.
Not bad.
Marksman, all the marksmen from the looks of things are getting closer now.
There's one XEI moving from where Richie is down. He's moving south.
And there goes Richie. Again, that's why you don't go off on your own, but whatever, you do you.
There's that main group.
Oh, shit! That was an M107 round to his face.
One down by the silo / power pole.
Correct. Understood.
He's moving southeast towards the 2 dump trucks.
So Slushy, I think, got shot by that one dude. These guys are firing at him. And he gets dunked by one of the auto rifleman kids. So Holy Light, he picked the MG32. He's got his handgun out to cover. But this is pretty much what happened in other lobbies in the game. After you hit about 10 people for your campaign, if at least 5 of them knew what they were doing, you would easily overpower these missions. So it's modeled pretty well in my opinion, but we'll see when we get to the...
I think so? Yeah, he's not here, he's dead.
Euro coming up the road. Southwest, it's unloading troops right now. Approximate mark.
On the way.
Marksmen are fucking it up.
Yep, it's still offloading. 2 left of the truck, 2 behind it. Good kill. 1 left of the truck, moving up on the left side of the road by the power poles.
And he's
dead. This gun's a little unfair.
It is a wide open fucking field, basically. Liru, does drone up have to move to index point?
Technically yes, but if people get there, if the main group gets there, I'll just end it. For the final mission, you will all have to be at the index point, so...
Roger that.
And Drew's is probably going to be caught with his pants down.
There's a Ural southeast of the road, main road, leading away from the mine.
Outcast under heavy fire, large contact south side of the mine.
Yep, there he goes.
The marksman brigade's coming.
Yeah, southeast, coming down the hill is also contact.
You saw those tracers, fucking Big Duncan just annihilated Outcast. Oh my god.
Yeah, it'd probably be that squad that offloaded up to Ural.
That was beautiful.
Caleb, just off to your southeast. Copy, shooting dudes in the woods.
Iron also went down, but they got all those guys.
Coming, my fellow
moving
marksmen.
down the dirt road towards index point, marking. North of index point. From what direction? North of index point, dirt road. That's us. Negative. It is not. There's a squad on the dirt road that leads north out of the index point. 2. Okay, maybe just 2 guys.
Caleb,
That
you
is,
left me.
No,
Where are you, Outcast?
Pretty sure it's not.
I'm on the hill just off to your north now.
Oh. We literally just passed you.
We're right. And one's to the right of that guy, east.
Shh, just to get a lick in.
He's down.
Yep, and Holy Light blew him away.
Ollie, I'm at the intersection if you can rest me, please.
And there goes Andruza.
I revived Outcast, but he still died.
Ural coming in southwest on the main road towards the mine.
He probably bled out as he
Same point
was,
as the last destroyed one.
as he died.
It is parking northwest of the road and offloading.
Is the main group bed fucking exit yet?
On the way.
We got 3 people in.
Roger that.
Yeah, most of the people are markers already there.
Roger.
At least something good came out of Outcast dying. I got more ammo.
Shh, cleaning house. Alright, at that current speed, I'm gonna say that people are gonna get out and Iopus can just sneak around to the index point. So, if you can hear me, feel free to respawn and we'll get into the actual mission.
Hey, nope, wait, hang on, and then I just died.
I did get you completed it, but you still died.
Outcast. The ass is flat.
Okay. So other than Outcast getting dunked by Big Duncan and then dying, that went pretty well. Yeah, that's why I said check PID, guys, in side chat. But then again, I might be set to civilian, so it might need to go global. But yeah, it's fine.
Caleb nearly got to me, and he got to me in time because I was like half a second away from death. He starts rezzing me, then his game freezes for a quick second, and I die instantly.
GG.
It was fantastic.
Okay.
He's like, I think I got you, and he's like, nope, don't worry, I got you now. Oh wait, my game just froze. Oh wait, it's back. Oh, you're dead.
Alright. So, here's how this mission works, guys. We're going to be doing the Snow and Sugar Company in the area around Buawa. How this mission works in the actual game is you spawn right next to an ADAT site, which, by the way, the ADATs are ZU-23s because we don't have any actual ADATs in Arma. And you spawn right next to a camp, and that camp is also your extraction point. So how this is played out is the camp objective's optional, however it's recommended because of what I'll get to later. But you destroy the 2 ZU-23s. There are 3 chemical hoppers in the facility. They'll get marked on your map. I'll use objective markers. One of them's the right one. It's always randomly generated out of the 3. So one of them's the right one. 2 of them are wrong ones. I'll be seeing which pop-up comes up. Because after that, a cruise missile immediately spawns, and you have 2.5 minutes to leave. Now, that's for GRAW. It's super small compared to this. So, how this is going to go is you're going to start up here, get your drone. You got 2 ZU-23s to clear out. After you do that, the positions of the chemical hoppers will spawn. And the camp is also optional, but it's highly recommended. After you tag the right one, you will have 8 minutes to get in a Chinook that'll land over here and leave. And if you don't, you get cruise missile.
Okay.
They've asked to split up in 2 teams. One team takes the north
X-Men can kill the western one easily.
The other takes the south one.
Since that's about 50-50 with the current.
Alright, that's something to write down.
Ooh.
What,
the taste
androids?
has changed. It tastes like fruit juice now.
Yeah, the rugged tablets are great for looking through the helmet cams because that's where they apply, but the androids allow the thing to pop up on the wherever you set it, like the lower left side?
What, for helmet cam?
No. So the Androids only allow Blue Force tracking and messaging, and it sits like your GPS screen on the lower left side, where the rugged tablets don't allow that, but the rugged tablets allow the helmet cameras. So
Yeah.
I'd say have both and let them choose.
Well, it's supposed to only be helmet camera footage.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know of a way to do that without just...
There's no way to splice them both together.
Yeah.
Hey, Liru, I got a question for you. Is
Yep.
there like a script that's allowing you to change the flavor of this? Because now it tastes like prune juice.
That's hydrochloric
I
acid.
think that's just you slowly dying out, Cos.
Someone's came and lit the outer layer off, and now that cast is another layer.
Alright, we were all ready to go?
Yep. It's fucking...
If you die, you can watch on the stream. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'll be on 50 giving audio cues. Good luck, have fun. Where'd I put the box? There it is.
Special purpose.
Greetings.
Oh.
Alright. Alright, who's ready for the cringy audio cue?
Send it through my soul of the cringe, General.
Ghosts, this is General Martin. We need those camps cleared and those ADATs destroyed before we can begin our assault on the chemical facility. General Martin, out.
Can I have your babies, General?
I like the audio pop-ups, but no doubt when you actually do them yourself, they can be a little cringy.
Marksman team's got the south to deal with the first issue.
America, fuck yeah.
Seeing probably a squad in the camp.
So there's a few triggers here. Also, I should have added the 2 destroyable box trucks, but I needed the space for landing.
Eastern route, some went along the southern route.
Most of our guys went south.
Yeah, because
And as soon as the contact begins, I'm gonna push this up.
I'm orienting east.
But that team might beat me to it.
On the way.
Be advised there's CSU trucks, CSU girls with 2EI around them.
Copy, we're here, one to the west, to the south side.
So I'm gonna send it up early.
The ZSU's manned as well.
Because what happens is after you begin the assault, there's a trigger that sends up a fuel truck to park. And the issue is they're going over there, and it's just, you know, limitations of what I can do. So I'm just gonna send it up early.
I got the ZU.
I count sentry group on the road, or the small footpath leading out of the camp. And 2X fire teams patrolling the inside. Looks like a fuel truck just pulled up to the camp itself.
Can we start shooting?
And looks like maybe another fire team patrol on the exterior.
Alright, south team has the issue, we're ready to fight.
Oh, they're gonna run right up.
Fine.
ZU gunner down.
I'm gonna try to pull them back.
On the way. Roger that.
Iron gets tapped
guys
by
think
that
good?
416. Rich gets tapped as well. Gonna quickly fix this thing.
Hard to describe where these EI actually are.
Otherwise, he's gonna be stuck there for pretty much ever. Beep beep. I think Calum's having a tech issue because I see him in, yep, there's
the technical thing.
Roger.
Camp is not clear.
Copy that.
Duncan just got quick tapped right there. Iron was brought back up.
Cam team, you guys good?
On the way. Copy. Roger.
Doing all right.
Copy. Understood.
Sniper team.
Copy. On the way. On the way.
One more at the camp, southwest corner, moving in.
That in this fucking hay grass, by the way.
Sniper team, you guys good?
Radio check. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Truck coming to the southwesternmost to you.
Down.
Oh, it just combusted into flames, okay.
Yeah, we fucked full round with it.
Oh, so you are still alive. You could have said so.
Wait, the sniper team?
Alright.
I don't know, marksman team, whoever the fuck.
Nice work, Ghosts. With the camp cleared, we can send an extract when this all goes down. General Martin, out. Rah.
Drone is on the move. Western truck is still up.
Roger that.
I want to bring in a little bit more infantry, because when I was making this area and I noticed how many people were in TeamSpeak, I only saw half of them, so I made the AO for half of their player count. So I'm just going to bring in some QRF.
Medusa?
Someone call me?
Yeah, where the fuck are you? We lost you.
I'm behind you.
Oh, we see.
Alright.
That northeastern truck get that was.
Ghosts, we still need you to destroy both ADAT sites. Otherwise, there's a good chance Saber 7 will be shot down before you get to the chemical facility. General Martin, out.
The eastern truck is still up. Be advised it's facing southeast, so if you don't kill the gunner quick, it will just black you.
So, I haven't set the hold fire, because ADATs don't shoot at infantry. So Rush charging right in.
Roger.
Help, I'm down. Near the shack. There are two enemies near me. I'm,
Target acquired.
end user. Okay, you good?
Abuser,
Help,
but break it
quick.
down.
I'm dying. Near the shack. Help.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I'm coming to you, you guys, okay.
Good work, Ghosts. Both ADATs are down. Break. There are multiple chemical agents within the facility. You're gonna have to examine each tank individually to find the agent. General Martin, out. So Holy Light got double tapped, which is unfortunate. Shit happens. So these guys up on the open.
Underway. Underway.
Set these guys to aggro. So another thing about the cut is there's no vehicles, except for that one car, but there's no, other than the ADATs, there's nothing really armed to shoot at the players, so it's really infantry v infantry.
Copy that.
So Caleb running around on the left by himself gets shot. We have 3 dudes down. Up here, again, you gotta attack with your entire force. If you attack high ground, then everyone else is gonna see that. So I'm gonna get my turrets remounted. There goes Caleb's internet, but he got shot before that happened, so he is down.
Dude is medic bugged, we can revive him.
Don't even know where I got shot from.
He should be fixed. Yeah, except now they're all down again.
There's like an entire squad southwest side of this compound. Including a HMG turret.
Turret has been taken care of. No, turret has been remanned.
Marksman team needs help north of the chemical factory. On northwest of.
So yeah, just one person still up. Stewie's also down.
Underway.
By the way, this is the tank that has it. I literally rolled a 1d3 and marked it 1, 2, 3, and I got a 3. So it's the furthest one. Looks like Rex bled out, unfortunately. So let's see, we're down to 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've had 2 KIA? No, 3 KIA, because Holy Light also died, and Caleb DC'd after he got dropped. Why are they engaged in the open? Probably... You have decent defilade from up here, but you also aggro stuff on the far side, so...
Squad moving up on the southwest side of the compound.
Russ is in the open right here, getting outflanked. He's trying to pull back, gets shot in the back. The chemical doesn't appear to be in this one. Check the other 2. General Martin, out.
Good, good. Those are all dead.
Underway.
The next group is over by the ping on the southwest side.
Understood.
And then a group over by that ping. I count probably 8 left.
Wilco. Solid copy.
Enemies still alive.
One on the inside of the compound. Oh no, we touched my left. You all look the same.
Save one of the testings for me. I want to look at like a somewhat deer.
Check your southwest side, outside the fence.
The chemical agent doesn't appear to be in this tank either. I assume it's going to be in the last one, but we still need you to tag it for the ordnance. General Martin, out.
Check ping, there's one on the ping. There you go.
Understood.
So Rich dies.
South side of the compound has
He probably
3.
got double tapped.
Again, outside the fence.
Big Duncan is out in the open right here. That's a pretty nasty spot to be in. And they had another KIA, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 effective.
Groups are moving up the central road.
Yeah, just rechecked that one. They're getting shot in the open. Iron gets dropped by this one guy. Outcast gets dunked as well. It's because they're all kind of separating in their little groups, you know? If they were all just one big squad, this would be working a lot better.
It's at least 6.
Because these 3 literally got ambushed.
I see the last one. I want to run over there and lick it, but I'm down.
These guys are picking a really bad entrance vector because they're being shot at in the open from their right. He's being engaged by Prozzy up there, and Prozzy manages to dunk him. And now Slushy and Big Duncan are down. This is going down to 4 people. We'll see who Andrews is able to bring back, but these guys are still out and exposed. Andrews just ran in the open. Oh, come on! Andrews just went prone. Still getting shot at. And he gets dunked. I think by the flanking guy over there, or he just suppressed through the building. Prozzy trying to get him. These guys firing back. Prozzy managed to get that gunner. Prozzy now being flanked. Taking fire. He's gonna pull back.
Silo, check your west.
Yep.
So it's down to 3, and we're gonna start seeing bleed out soon. Well, this is good though. I mean, if I hate to say that, but this means I could probably send a Blackhawk instead of a Chinook, because it's supposed to be a Blackhawk. So UH 60.
Is anyone still up?
Undead is.
On that. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Currently northeast of the compound on marksman, so I'm following cover.
Careless hold fire.
Might be the only, me and you are the only ones left.
No, I'm gonna whip around to the east, southeast side, because it's clear at the moment.
There's one pushing up northwest.
Yep, there's all the bleed outs. Prozzy also went down. It is now up to Undead Cog and Iopus. But what really fell apart there was them going in individual little groups and just getting flanked.
Got it. Got eyes on my last camouflage I think to get.
There's like a couple more left. Let's see if we can find them.
Honestly, I think the best way to hit this compound, if you have to hit it from the north, in my opinion, is this area of trees. Because you still got this concealment to come in on, but you also put guys on your left flank to hit whatever they can see right here. And if worse comes to worse, you just smoke the hell out of this area. And that can let you at least get up to this little break in the fence. Again, you don't necessarily want to use smoke to advance, but this is a good area you can move on to. You can also move in through this road and try to limit the amount of the AO you can engage. But because it's on such a high hill, you're pretty limited. But the issue was, you had dudes come from this way, and dudes come from this way, and a few run in on their own in here, and even one flank around over here. Everyone went in a different direction, and it all pretty much fell apart. But I think Undead's still going to be able to tag this.
You should be able to see him from the corner of that building.
We still have a guy right here. I'm not sure if it'll aggro on him. We'll see what Undead does. I think there's going to be a clutch.
Rather not waste, I'm just trying to get the thing and go.
Ghosts. We have a lock on the chemical agent. Ordnance is on his way and expected to move there in 8 minutes. You have that time to get to extract before the cruise missile detonates. We're deploying Saber 7 now. General Martin, out.
On the way. On the way.
Look at this one guy. He is way off course. I don't know where he's going.
I only see the 2 EI left. They don't know you're there.
Yeah, I'm already out the compound.
So now that timer begins. Basically, in 6 minutes, I'm gonna, or 8 minutes, I'm gonna send the missile. Here, now it's. We're gonna type heli to get the invisible. I always type INV and realize I'm silly for typing that. And PAD to add the helipad. I don't want to check spawn. Usually when someone tells me to check spawn, I'm gonna... Alright, they're spinning up. It'll be our little secret. If you go on the multi-Twitch, I'm pretty sure Outcast is a part of that, so you'll see what happens. Ghost, this is Saber 7. We are N-bound to the extraction zone, ETA about 30 seconds.
Ready for orders.
What is this absolute mad lad doing?
I have one up here with me.
Should be there in about a minute or two.
I think he, like, aggroed on Iopus. He is totally aggroed on Iopus because of the drone. What the hell?
Solid copy.
Coming up the dirt road from the south.
Ghost, this is General Martin. That cruise missile will be there in 5 minutes. Haul your ass to the exact extraction point. Shut up, Siri.
No, I'm here.
Data Tactical Squawk 0244 in sequence.
And Nice work, Ghosts. This will put back Alvaro's plans by a good mile, as well as taking out his encampments and men. But we're just getting started. General Martin, out.
2-1, Disco, radar contact, bullseye, 18463, 14,000, correct north. Confirm, ASFRAG, halfwing, and guard check complete.
Just shooting him with his gun. That's why I manualed it so the heli wouldn't kill itself.
I had more fun being dead than alive.
Same. I had more fun shooting
was
each other.
awesome.
They almost won the race.
There was some cheaters in that race. That race doesn't count.
What do you mean? You shot me out.
I didn't shoot anybody.
You shot me in the back, and then I killed you, and then somebody else killed me.
I put a landmine in front of you guys, so I hope it got tripped. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun with that. There wasn't really a good area for me to make it, you know, more tight like I wanted, but you guys still worked with it. But what got a lot of people killed in the end was you guys went in as individual groups or even solo into that facility, and it worked out pretty poorly, because a 3-man group would be walking on one side and then get ambushed by a group of dudes that were reacting to a different 3-man group, and then one guy would run over on the right and get shot out in the open and no one would be able to get him, and then there were 4 dudes on a hill that constantly kept going down, but they'd still have 1 or 2 guys up that would instantly medic them up. It was crazy. So again, this is meant to be, you know, you have either, you know, if you need to split up, you have 2 groups, or, you know, 1 large group and you work together, because if you go off in individual cells, you might get dunked. So, yeah, there was a bit of a clutch, but hey, you still got it done. Any questions?
Cool. So you were the one that placed the landmine that blew all of us up?
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Otherwise, cheers and have a good one. We'll be back in probably 30 minutes to an hour for Tin's 2 p.m. up.